Hey, Matt Wolfe here. In one of my previous little trainings, I showed you how I made a PDF really quickly out of blog posts, and then I actually used those PDFs I use them as a lead magnet, basically, to get people to opt in for my list. They download the PDF version of the blog post, and it seems to work pretty darn well. Now, one of the questions that I got was, once that PDF was actually made, how do I deliver it from my blog? How do I actually build the little opt-in page or the little, the slide in, opt-in, and that kind of stuff to make it work? Well, I use a tool called Thrive Leads. Now, it is a premium tool, but it's fairly inexpensive for what it does, and I use it on every single blog that I create. So right now I'm on my getthrivecart.com blog, and I'm going to show you how I actually do this. So here's Thrive Dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and click into this. I've got a couple different Thrive products, but we're going to use Thrive Leads right now to make the little opt-in box that shows up on the side. So let's go to Thrive Lead Dashboard here. Now, the first thing I want to do is I've got this little PDF that I created over here called Thrive Cart versus Pay Kickstart. This is one of our blog posts that's been converted into a PDF here, and I want to give away this PDF in exchange for opt-ins on this specific blog post. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to make this a download that they can download off my site easily. So if I come up here to advanced features, they actually have the option to deliver the asset for you. So you can put everybody who actually downloads the various pages all on the same list. You don't need to put them on separate lists. You put them all on the same list. You actually let Thrive Leads deliver the download for you. So I'm going to go to Asset Delivery. The first time you use this, you'll probably have to set up an email delivery service. It's really easy. There's instructions that'll walk you through it when you purchase Thrive Leads. The default email template. This is the email that will go out when somebody purchases. Here's your download of, and then the name of whatever you call your download. And you could customize this automatic email that goes out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and save the template and continue. And I'm going to add a download. So let's go ahead and call it downloadable PDF. Save and continue. And then I'm going to add a new file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little PDF that I created over here, and I'm going to add it right in. Now it's uploaded onto my server. I'm going to insert it. Click Save and Continue. And now I've got this asset available to download when somebody opts in. If I click Continue to Asset Delivery, you can see there it is. It's uploaded and ready to go. All right, so now I need to go ahead and create the little opt-in box. Let's go to Thrive Dashboard again, and let's go ahead and add a new lead group. And we're going to call this one Thrive Cart versus Pay Kickstart. That's the name of the blog post and the actual PDF itself. Let's go ahead and add a new type of opt-in. Here's all the different types of opt-in forms. The two that I tend to use are the little sidebar widget and the slide-in widget. Those are the two that seem to work the best for me. The one in the example from my last sort of designer video showed the widget. Let's go ahead and do the slide-in for right now. Start with this one. We'll go ahead and click Add over here, create a form. I'll just call it Slide In. Trigger says display immediately on page load. I like to display it when they scroll to about 10% down the page. So let's put when user scrolls to a percentage of the way down the content, leave it at 10%. And then Smart Exit I'll turn on. That way if they, their mouse moves off the screen like they're about to leave the page, then the little slide in will pop up as well. So go ahead and click Save. And let's go ahead and edit the design. I typically like to use one of their built-in templates that I've already got here. This is the one that I tend to go to the most because it's the simplest. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one, choose this template. And I'm going to change this copy here so it says... For my little image here, I actually like to use a tool called Snagit. So what I'll do is I'll open up this ebook here like this. And this is the front page of the ebook. So I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this with my Snagit tool here. Just screenshot it like so in Snagit. You could use any screenshot tool. I'm going to delete my big arrow here that popped up and crop it so these sides look a little more even. This is all in Snagit. Obviously, you can use a Photoshop or any sort of photo editing tool you want. This is just real quick and simple. I'm going to come up here to Effects, and I'm going to go ahead and tweak the perspective on it a little bit here. There's some settings that I can mess with here, so let's go ahead and tweak this with the settings here. I'll go ahead and do it like that. I like to add a little drop shadow to it. All right, so I've got this image here. I'm going to go ahead and what I'll do is I'll actually drag this out like so, drop it right here, and use this for my image. First, I'm going to resize the image. I don't want the image to be this big. So let's just make it 300 pixels wide. That's about the right size there. Now I could edit this, change image, add this new image that I just created here in Snagit, insert into post. There you go. Now it's swapped out that image with my little mock ebook image that I just made. Let's go ahead and mess with this here. I wanted to make sure that it's adding them to my ActiveCampaign. I use ActiveCampaign, but this works with, Aweber, GetResponse, Infusionsoft, Entreport, pretty much any tool you'd want. So I'm going to go ahead and add it through the API to ActiveCampaign, add them to my leads list for ThriveCart leads. And then I can have it automatically add some tags here. So let's add the tag ThriveCart versus pay kickstart. So now when I log into ActiveCampaign, this tag will get added and I can see that that's how they opted into my list. So go ahead and save that. I like to change this to say enter your best email. I don't turn on name or ask for phone number, and then enable asset delivery. And let's go ahead and select the downloadable PDF that we added. And then after the form is submitted, you can either reload the page or submit them somewhere else. I like to actually display a message so that it just stays on the same page and it says, thanks for signing up. An email has been sent to blank. Please check your inbox. All right, I like to do that. That seems to work well for me. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. And let's go ahead and edit it. I don't like to get this ebook. Let's change it. So I'm going to click on Edit Components here. Submit button. Let's change this to, yes, send me the free download. Do that. All right, so there we go. I've got that little text added in there now. Not sure I'm digging this color, so I'm going to go ahead and change this color a little bit here. Maybe a blue. That looks a little bit nicer in my opinion. I actually like that darker green even better. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I select this here, copy this, so I can change the button down here to match. Let's go ahead and change this button. I'm just pasting in the color code to match here to all these options. All right, there we go. That looks a little bit cooler to me. All right, so I've got this little slide in. The background color matches, the button matches. This is integrated with ActiveCampaign. I've got a little image for my my PDF download. I've got my call to action here. All is good. So I'm gonna go ahead and save changes. And then I can close out of this and hit back on this page here. And now I've got my ThriveCart versus Pay Kickstart slide in. So let's go ahead and make sure it's turned on. And then I'm going to come over to settings and make sure that it shows up on the correct page. So I'm going to come in here and say ThriveCart versus Pay Kickstart. Now it's going to show up on this blog post. Save and close. And then I can add a new type of opt-in form. Let's go ahead and do our little sidebar widget here. Let's go ahead and add one here, create the form, sidebar widget, display immediately on page load. That's good for this. Pick a design. I'm pretty much going to use the same design you just saw for the slide in, but as a sidebar template. And let's go ahead and tweak this here. Download a free printable PDF version of this blog post. Now that text font's a little big for my taste, so I'm going to go ahead and drop this down to 20 here. Change the line height. Let's make it bold. Let's go ahead and change out this image again, so it's this new image I just uploaded. So we've got that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that text. Let's change this background color again. I'm just going to paste in that same code. I think it's still in my clipboard. There we go. And let's go ahead and edit the colors on this one here. Just pasting in the same code again. There we go. So that fixed the button here. Let's go ahead and edit the button text. So it says, yes, send it to me, like so. And then let's go ahead and make sure this is connected to my autoresponder again. API, active campaign. I want it to be leads for ThriveCart here. And again, I'm going to make sure it adds the tag ThriveCart versus pay kickstart. Click save. I like to change this to enter your best email. Then down here, enable asset delivery. Make sure it's going to that downloadable PDF. After submitting the form, display a message without reloading. And I'll just go ahead and leave that message the same. And cool. Now I've created two ways for people to opt in on that blog post. I've got the sidebar widget and I've got the little slide in. All right, so now what I want to do is I'm going to come over to the blog, just double check that everything's popping up correctly. So here's my ThriveCart versus Pay Kickstart blog post. Let's go ahead and click into it. When I slide down, you can see this little slide in widget popped up over here on the side. Download a printable version of this blog post. Awesome. Now my little sidebar widget didn't show up, so I'm going to go troubleshoot that real quick. Let's go ahead and just open a new tab here. Make sure I forgot to turn it on. So let me go back to my Thrive dashboard here. Thrive leads dashboard. ThriveCart versus Pay Kickstart. Yeah, I forgot to turn this one on. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on like so. Come back over to my blog post. Let's go ahead and do a refresh here. And there we go. There's my sidebar opt-in. Download a free printable PDF version of this blog post. And you saw the slide in. So that's how it's done. That's how you actually build the little sidebar opt-in, the little slide in, and how you actually deliver the report. Hopefully you found this helpful, and I definitely recommend you grab Thrive Leads. It's the tool that I use. It works amazingly well for blogs and delivering opt-ins through blogs and creating all sorts of different types of forms for blogs. Very, very good stuff. I love Thrive Leads, and I'll see you guys in the next video.